Okay, that's fine. No, I just want to record. Okay. Hi! Hello. We're trying this out. Trying out something new. Trying it out differently than we've done before. That's on auto ISO. Doesn't seem to be. Well, I'm wasting gas. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's on that though. All right. Okay, so I'm recording from the camera straight onto the computer. Hopefully it'll last better. We'll have to worry about it cutting out. And hopefully this will hear me okay. And we're all set to go. I think Morro Bay Campground. Heading up to Cambria. Because it's been a while. I just, oh shoot, where's my sunglasses? Oh no, there they are. Got some hopefully copyright-free music playing. It's supposed to be. Yeah, it's gonna be fun getting all washed out on the camera. Yeah, I'll go up the next one. I think this is the next one that goes through. Yeah, I just, my belts have been squeaking, so I just treated them, and now it's doing a different kind of sound, but hopefully it's still okay. And it should fix itself as things get worked in. But my engine sounds a little weird right now. Oh. Checking out pretty early, probably earlier than I need to. But I get bored and antsy and stuff with waiting when I know I have to leave. Wow, that sounds really bad. 6, okay. She didn't ask for what side I was leaving from. She's got her ways, so I really hope this stops squeaking soon, because this is kind of rather embarrassing noise. Let's see if there's anything I can do here. No. I don't know. Maybe it'll fix itself as I accelerate and get up to higher speeds. Let's see, is that, yeah, hopefully. Or no, I'll put it on the other side, so it's not in the seat belt. Oops. Yeah, that's... Now it sounds like the belts are really sliding, slipping. Hopefully this don't mess up my engine, having the belts like doing this. because the instructions on the belt conditioner stuff are not very clear on any sort of weighting that has to be done or anything. They need better directions. Maybe I oversprayed, but yeah, it's difficult to get things in right. But so what's been happening in my life? I turned 40. 40 years old now. It's kind of crazy, I think. I kind of didn't expect to get this old. Almost didn't. Almost gave up the night before. Because things went horribly wrong and I felt like shit. Felt like I was being treated like shit by family, or at least being ignored. I love that my sister brought my nephew down and her husband and both kids, all four of them, all four people, and that's great. I mean, I love my sister. I love my nephew and niece, and even my brother-in-law. He's pretty good. He's a good guy. But those kids, so loud and obnoxious and crazy, and it just takes up everything and takes up everyone's time and energy, especially. And it was my birthday, my 40th birthday, and they were kind of ignoring me, or I wasn't the center of attention like I wanted to be, or at least I was. Yeah, not even on the side of attention, just ignored, and I was left to wallow in my pain. And instead of having a family celebration of my life. So I got really, really, really depressed Saturday night, the night before my birthday. And it was really tough to decide to wake up. Decide that I was going to wake up. But I did. I chose to wake up and had a pretty good Sunday. My sister left early in the morning, and so it wasn't too much chaos in the morning, and then went to a winery with my parents, and that turned out to be not very good. The tasting host was one of the worst ones that they have. It's Wolfront Winery, and I enjoy their wines, and it's a great location. But occasionally, and there's this one host who doesn't recognize my parents, even though my parents are members and have been there hundreds of times, probably. And she poured very, very small pours, and just rattles off the what each wine is, how it was grown or whatever, what the flavors are. It's like, okay, like and it's good to say those things, but you gotta do so in a way that's personable, where or your customers aren't feeling like it's just a repetition. And I think I'm gonna, let's see, okay, he's gonna let me go. All right, onto the highway. Hopefully in these next several miles of high speeds, the fan belts get squared away. But they're not seeming to yet. Almost a little, pitch changed a little bit. But, so yeah, and then after wine tasting at Wolf, and the wines were so-so, they just, I don't know, apparently we were getting disappointed in Wolf Winery, but should have gone to Sausalito. That is Sausalito Canyon Vineyard Winery, which is famous for their Zinfandels, or old vine Zinfandels. Vines planted in 1880. So quite a long time ago. Of course, the vines weren't being used during the 20s, during Prohibition, and for quite a while even afterwards. I think it was like the 70s that they started up again. Just kind of crazy. But they got the grapes, the vines all good, and they survived. But, then after winery, we went to Pismo Beach Campground, which no hookups. And so I had a barbecue party with all my parents' friends and one friend from high school youth group that I haven't seen in like 15 plus years, maybe even 18 years, somewhere around there. That was cool. It was good to see her. Nothing special with that. So, then I hardly got any of my birthday steak, and which was very disappointing. And I got a bit of a potato salad, which had green onions in it, so it wasn't good. Didn't like it. And then my sister's mother-in-law, whatever that is to me, other than my sister's mother-in-law, made a pot of chili, and I'm very, very picky with my chilies, my beans, and it's Denison's or maybe Hellman's. I think that's what it is. It's the alternative. Okay. Now merging in. Oh, well, I guess I didn't quite. Oh, there, yeah, there it is. Oh, chow. My back hurts. We got some construction to go through. So I'm using my 10mm lens. Don't know if that's sufficient. And certainly it's washed out for outside. I have to figure out how to balance the camera so it's so that I'm able to be pulled out the shadows of me able to get pulled out up enough and pulling down the outside brightness enough to actually have some sort of balance to the light. But without having to have a light source here. Ouch. Oh. I'm sore. It's been an active 2 weeks. Went for a walk last week, a week ago, and actually it was nice, but it was just a lot, doing a lot over a couple days, and I'm not entirely stabilized, or I'm pretty wiped out, quite sore. Quite tired. I was hoping all these motorcycles were gonna pass me, but they didn't. So now I got a whole bunch of motorcyclists behind me as I'm going into a narrow corridor of barricades. Alright. Now I can get starting to pass. See if I can survive their noise. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh, ouch. Because Cambria's fair distance of a drive. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it all in one go. Don't feel like staying in Harmony at that spot. There's no internet there, and I don't want to be sitting all day where there's no internet, really. So going up into Cambria, gonna hang out at the beach up there. The state park. Not the campground. Because there's also no data there and no power. I mean, yeah, I don't mind not having power, but if I got no data too, it's kind of frustrating. Leaves less that I'm able to do overnight. Ow. Did I bring the lighter too? Yes, I did. Good. If you're smoking while driving. That's better. Much better. Probably actually need another hit, but I think I'm okay for now. Song builds up and I thought it was a vehicle passing me. Yeah, I know, my engine's loud. It's been a long time since I've done a Ride With Me video. Sorry about that. I need to start doing these more often. I'm gonna try to get well, I don't know how much more I'm going to be driving this year. I think I'm going to be spending most of the rest of the year up in Cambria. I do need to still get my refrigerator and generator fixed. But the shop in Santa Maria is a month out and didn't call me back. So, kind of obnoxious. I don't know. I could go up to Santa Cruz, I think is where it is. There's an RV shop up there. But that's going all the way up the coast, which I think right now the coast is closed. I don't recall if I saw something that said it's still closed above Ragged Point. I guess I'll find out as I'm going here. Or was it... Yeah, I don't remember if it was Ragged Point or San Simeon that at last said it was closed at. And a lot of the southbound traffic could be coming from Paso also, because that's still up this way. 46, I guess it is. I don't remember if it's 46 or 45, 4, 2, I don't know. One of them, I don't remember which order it is. Yeah, well, I'm going the speed limit. Like my old Ride With Me videos, I had a bit more energy. That's for sure. Had a lot more energy when I was doing the old Ride With Me videos in my Subaru. And I had regular music that I was singing along to, which I'm not exactly doing right now. I've got it's the copyright-free music of Celtic tavern music off of YouTube. And it's not something I can sing along to. It's good background music, but it's not so vocal and sing-alongable. Here's my other spot here, right there, and there's somebody there with a bunch of stuff out as they camped there last night. It's a good spot. if there was internet. Yeah, if there was internet there, I would stay there, like, extendedly. Could hang out there. It'd be pretty good. But, yeah, going up to Cambria is better because you got internet and a beach that I can walk along. And it's closer to a grocery store. Even though it's an expensive grocery store. Oof. Note to self, do not buy salmon there this time. Don't get tempted to buy salmon because it was 20 bucks, over 20 bucks for a chunk of salmon. Way too much. But unfortunately, they don't have dry ice. So I have to be getting regular ice if I'm going to put anything in my fridge. That was a nice thing about the campground last night is had electricity, and so my fridge was active. Had my fridge actually on and getting cold, but of course not much food in it. I had some leftover steaks from last night that I'd barbecued because 5 pounds of meat, it turned out to be a little more than I could do. So there were I think there were 6 or 7 pieces, maybe 8 if the last 2 were small. I left 3, but the plate was filled, was piled. I'll post the picture maybe since I'm editing this. If I remember, I'll squeeze in the image. Otherwise, it's on my Discord. Join my Discord server. Links down in the description, should be. Or at least if not on this video, it'll be on other videos. So check out some of my other videos to find the link to my Discord. I'd like to get a bit more interaction going on it. I've got a number of friends that are on there, but only one other that actually really does anything. But I wanted to get more of my other friends to join, but they either don't use Discord or have too many Discords. So, whatever. If they don't want to have more interaction with me, then that's their choice. But I want to interact with my friends. Because I like people. It's my Hufflepuff side, where I'm loyal and I'm a friendly person. Oh, I value my friends. Ouch. I wish these... Well, I guess I understand why. You don't want them too far off the side of the road because the bicyclists. But it's narrow. It's narrow and my vehicle is wide. Yep, it's the 46. Is the turnoff to Paso. From Paso to Cambria, closed. Yep, Highway 1 closed north of Ragged Point. So, yep. Ragged Point's fair distance. I think Ragged Point is this side of Julia Pfeiffer, though. And there's no data up that way. So, not much point going up there other than to just get away from people, to be around fewer people. Which I could go up little ways and play my saxophone. Pull that out, belt it out on some cliff top. Hopefully it'd just only be construction workers going up that far. But Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm hurting. My legs are hurting. I'll wait for this semi to pass and get around the bend. Because I don't want to, try to light this thing while going around a corner. That's not, I got a lot of people behind me. Starting to pile up. Let all these people see that I'm smoking weed while driving. I'm going over 55, so the people behind me can't complain too much. Like, I'm going almost 60. And I'm almost, or just a couple miles to my turn off. Belts are still squeaking. I didn't check my mileage. 14. Ow. Yeah, today's the 12th and I'm at 140 miles. So I'm a little bit over, but I'll be sitting for a couple days once I get up here. Or at least doing short. Yellow light to red light. It throws off the gas mileage. Because now I gotta accelerate these 14,000 pounds back up to 60 miles an hour. But there's a vehicle couple behind me that getting worse mileage than I am. Big old tow truck. Though, I don't know. Like, he's got a bigger engine than I have, for sure. I don't know if he weighs more, what his empty weight would be. There's a good question. What's the mileage difference on an empty tow truck versus a loaded tow truck? And of course, depending on the weight of the vehicle that it is carrying. And the next red light, always getting stuck in these red lights. Ow! Oh, come on. There we go. At least this hill's a little bit downhill, so it helps the gas mileage a little bit, the acceleration. Tow truck's pulled off. So then, let's see, after camping at Pismo, then I came up to Morro Bay, checked in at the campground there. They were full, so I went over to Turry Road, and then about 9 o'clock that evening, crunch, 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 crunch. Or I should say, thud crunch, thud crunch, thud crunch, squish crunch, I don't know, splat, eggs, more eggs, and I have that video, last video that I just posted. Frustrating, annoying, obnoxious. Luckily, Windex gets rid of it pretty good, so it's not too bad. Not too much effort. to clean it up, but it's annoying. And then made a reservation for Camp Grow. That's in Wisconsin, not Camp Grow. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can stop. For Morro Bay, and thought it was for Wednesday. Turned it out being for Thursday. No, not a big deal. Except I'd driven into town, or driven in to check and wait, and sat there waiting for people to leave that weren't going to be leaving. Oh, this squeaking belt is really embarrassing right now. It's worse than it was, I think. I mean, at least before it stopped squeaking after a minute or so. I think I can, yeah, it's gonna be clear enough for this guy running. Cambria. The place where I last read a chapter of Harry Potter. So hopefully I'll make some progress on that. Sorry it's been so slow during the winter. With so little power, so few hours of sunlight, and the weather, it's been difficult to read. And especially difficult to do the commentary, because that requires more energy. I did start chapter 9 of the commentary, but sirens went off. The nuclear power plant or warning, the meltdown warning or tsunami warning sirens went off. They tested them, and so I ended up with bad seizures and not comfortable, and so I wasn't able to continue, and just haven't. Again, it's been another couple weeks since I tried since that, and a couple weeks between attempts of reading, and when there's 199 chapters in total, and it takes months and months to get through one, it's going to take a long time. Hopefully I can make some progress this summer. I need to brush my teeth. Ow. Oh no, that's under construction. Not surprising though. I would not be surprised if that got washed out a lot. Actually, yeah, I haven't been up here in quite a while, since before the storms. Oh man, there's construction going on up here too. That's kind of obnoxious. We shall see how noisy this ends up being. No, that's a different RV. I guess I should probably shut down my computer before... Ow. Well, that should be fine. Let's see, where's my level, most level? Not there for sure. Whoa! Okay, that'll do. Okay. And let's quickly get the laptops. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop.